free tips to get your dream body in quick time. These tips are going to change your life, and I know there's a lot of information out there. It gets confusing, but I bring it back down to simplicity. This is what my channel's about. It's not just about raw vegan. It's about working with the shadow, working with the deep traumas, the self-sabotaging patterns, the addictions, but I'm going to break it down for you, especially in today's video, in so simple. Keep it simple. That is my philosophy. That is the way I live, simplicity. So if you're new here, my name is Toni. Thank you for coming onto the channel. Also check out my other videos on creating not just the dream body, but the dream life. Because when we're happy, when we're confident, when we're feeling sexy, every area becomes incredible. So I'm going to share 3 tips. And I do have an ebook that goes in a little bit more detail, and it's free. And check that out on my Rawlicious website. So number 1 is really start to get into reading. You might laugh at me, but honestly, it's a game changer. Reading little and often, at least daily, like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, honestly will change your whole trajectory, your mindset, your thinking. If you read something inspirational, like when you're listening to this, just one little nugget can change the whole direction of even this moment, this day, this life, this year, so don't underestimate the power of reading. So start to become more aware of your thoughts, your reality. Look into like law of attraction, law of vibration, how we can manifest and how we can have a much more fulfilled, happy life. Because it's not just about this dream body. Yeah, you're going to get so many benefits from feeling great, feeling sexy, feeling good. But when we have a strong mind and a strong body, the rewards, it's just incredible. My second is to eat simply. Eat the raw foods. Don't eat as much cooked foods. Start to eat the foods that are in the whole rawest state. So not denatured. Let's eat the smoothies, the smoothie bowls, the salads. There are so many delicious varieties of foods that you enjoy. But bring it back down to simplicity. Mono meals, mono fruits, just having the one fruits of an abundance, no restriction, no calorie counting, nothing. That's what I love, and this is why it's so simple, because you're going to enjoy the simplicity of raw foods. Now, it can be creative, and I've shared on the channel all the creative dishes. I've shared a lot of simple dishes, but just living much more simply. Less stimulation on a plate, variety over time, not variety in a meal. That's a simple way of living. And you're going to get that body because you're not eating these heavy, dense foods that keep you addicted, that keep you wanting more. Whereas raw foods don't do that. You come away from the addictions. Number 3 is to look at intermittent fasting. Highly recommend to have this tool in your lifestyle. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Even if you're not eating a raw diet, ideally you want to be whole foods as much as you can and high, even fully raw as much as you can. But complemented with intermittent fasting, I teach and incorporate the 16-8 and the 18-6. So that means I fast for 16 hours and I eat in an 8-hour window. Or you can choose the 18 hours fasting and 6 hours eating window. This will generate a much healthier, sustainable way of living because you're allowing the body to digest the foods in a fasting state. You're not getting the insulin rises consistently, and that's what causes pre and diabetes. And that weight gain, the fluctuations in your moods, everything's going to be stabilized. If you're into your training, and I recommend resistance training, you're into the gym, you're into doing some sort of movement regularly, then it's going to release the human growth hormone after 16 hours, which most bodybuilders, now I'm not saying you're going to look like a bodybuilder, but they inject this human growth hormone, this synthetic hormone into their body. This is naturally released when you're fasting, more so after 16 hours. So you can get that shape, lean, all year round, much more effortlessly. And I just love the whole fasting way of living because it keeps it simple. We're not overeating. We get more in tune with our body and what we desire and truly need. Nourishing our body with foods, but nourishing our soul with not necessarily the foods, because we're not succumbing to the addictions, the overeating. We can start to nourish all areas of our lives without using the food. If you're like me, that come from like binge eating, using food to numb, suppress when I'm bored, which most of us do. You know, most of us want this excitement, but let's come away from that and come through the more fulfilling, long-lasting, nourishing foods. And I mean foods in reading, everyday living moments. If you want more tips, then do check out the rest of my videos on Instagram, on Facebook. We've got a free Raw Living group with over 60k members. Also, I offer retreats. I've got a free ebook. If you haven't read it already, check all that out in my website, rawliciousyou.com. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe, and also turn on the bell notification to be notified of when the next videos are out. Be you and stay rawlicious.